So you're getting into The Sims and you're looking for some quick and impactful tips to make navigating the game a lot easier. Well, you've come to the right place, because we're about to look at 10 very helpful things that I wish I knew the second I picked up the game, as opposed to discovering them months after playing. Let's go. First up is using inventory multi-select. Now, you've probably realized that Sims have both a household inventory accessible from build mode that is shared between all household members, as well as a personal inventory that's unique to each Sim. In particular, a Sim's personal inventory can get very cluttered, but it is much easier to organize or cull unnecessary objects from it by simply turning multi-select on, which is in the top right area of the inventory interface. Using this, you can select multiple objects and then sell or favorite them all at once. And multi-select even lets you sell and clear out some objects that the game otherwise wouldn't let you get rid of, which is rather handy. Another little tip is to make use of filters, and especially if your Sim has a large inventory and they obtain an object that they want to instantly use or display, then sorting your personal inventory by new can often help you locate it a lot faster. Moving on to look at how not all forms of exercising or working out will have the same effects on your Sims. Sims have both weight and muscle sliders, and different forms of exercise will impact these sliders in varying ways. For example, using a treadmill will make a Sim lose weight, while in most cases working out using a weight machine will see a Sim gain muscle mass but not lose any weight. Then there are exercises like boxing which do both. I'll have a link to a video in the description where I tested how just about every exercise in the game impacts on both weight and muscle mass. So definitely check that out if you want a much more detailed breakdown. Now let's look at forming a group, and this can be done within the Actions section of interactions on both your own and other Sims. Groups can have up to 8 Sims in them, and when in a group it'll be a lot easier to have those Sims do tasks together. This could be as simple as getting them all to sit down in the same area, or it could extend to getting a bunch of Sims to work out together. While Sims are automatically placed in groups when traveling together, sometimes you'll still want to change up which Sims are in a group while out. And also make use of groups more often on your home lot when you're getting your Sims to do things together too. Next is that knowing about a couple of very important settings can drastically impact on your gameplay. Most important of which in my opinion are aging settings. You can access game options from the menu, and specifically within the gameplay section will be aging options, where you can choose to turn aging on or off depending on how you prefer to play the game. Importantly, you can also turn aging on only for your active household, meaning that while you're playing a family, they'll age, however other families within your world and save won't. If you turn aging completely on, then you'll also need to know the difference between played and unplayed households. When you put aging on, only played households or households you've played with at least once before will start to age. Townies or Sims in households you've never played with will still remain the same age. When looking at a world map, played households will have a dark green plumb bob icon, while unplayed households will have a more grayed out plumb bob. You can also choose to manage a played household and turn it back to being unplayed if you want it as well. Know that there is another checkbox setting that will see unplayed households age as well, so keep that in mind in case you want literally every Sim in a save file to age over time. Another setting to be aware of is your Sim's lifespan, and while the default is normal, you can also set it to be short or long, which will significantly change how fast or slow your Sims age up over time. Alrighty, if your Sims are always really upset and just not living their best lives, then this next tip or group of tips is for you, as we're going to look at a few ways to make caring for your Sims much easier. First is that although you likely know that more expensive, better quality furniture will fill up your Sims' needs faster than their cheaper counterparts, you should also be aware that you can upgrade various objects around the house so that they work better. For this, you'll need upgrade parts that are easily purchased using a computer, and ideally a few handiness skill levels too. While there's heaps of things that you can upgrade, know that one of the best upgrades you can do is to add massage controls to your bed at level 6 handiness, which which will enable your sim to restore energy much faster. You'll be amazed how much more time your sim has when their energy need restores quicker as well. Another thing you'll want to consider is purchasing satisfaction point rewards for your sims. While some expensive rewards directly slow how fast a sim's particular need will decay, other cheaper rewards can help in more niche situations. For example, picking up the gym rat trait when your sim plans on working out a lot will make it so that they build fun and don't lose hygiene while exercising. Also, if you're ever unsure of how to fix a need, then you can just click on the need icon, which will make an interaction to improve that need queue up. While those are some fast, high-impact tips, I'll also have a video with more information on caring for your sims in the video description for if you're interested. The sixth thing you need to know is that while you can change your sim's aspiration at any point, you should pay particular attention to the first aspiration you choose for them when aging up to or being created as a young adult. And this is because depending on the aspiration category, sims will gain a bonus trait. For example, sims who pick a fortune aspiration first will gain the business savvy trait that lets them earn slightly more from standard careers, while sims who choose any knowledge trait first will gain the quick learner trait, which allows them to learn all skills a little bit faster. This trait won't change even if you switch your sim's aspiration at a later time, and so you should always be choosing your sim's first adult aspiration based on what associated trait you want your sim to have. Making use of multitasking is next. That's right, depending on the task, sims can often do two things at once. For example, they can work out and watch television at the same time, or alternatively they can do their homework while listening to music. Utilizing this where possible can just allow your sims to get a little bit more done, or alternatively allow them to stay in a better mood while doing something boring. Now to look at getting faster promotions. If your sim joins a standard career and is looking to rise through the ranks, then there are 3 things that you should continually be doing. Firstly, you will want to make sure your sims complete their daily task before going to work each day, and you can see what task this is within the careers panel. Next, you'll want to head into work each day in a positive mood. Then the final thing that you'll want to be doing is changing the way your sim works to be work hard. This can be done by clicking on the 2 people on the top right of your sim's head icon while they're away at work. Working hard will reduce your sim's fun need and potentially make them stressed, however it will also improve their work performance. While in my opinion these are the easiest ways to boost performance, also know that being friends with co-workers and some select traits such as entrepreneurial, which can be bought with satisfaction points, can also help to boost your sim's performance even further. The 9th tip we'll look at is making use of shortcuts, and there's heaps of shortcuts that will make gameplay, building, and styling your house way easier. Firstly, rotating the camera with the comma and full stop keys is an absolute must, and when placing furniture, these keys can be used to rotate furniture as well. Then if you're using the Sims 3 camera, pressing tab and moving your mouse around is great for repositioning your camera angle. Plus you can also move your camera around with the WASD or arrow keys. Then when placing furniture, you can hold Alt to freely place it anywhere. And then additionally, if you're using the Sims 3 camera, when you click to place furniture, you can keep the mouse held and move it around to freely rotate an object. Hitting Ctrl plus F will change tiles into quarter tiles, and then in live mode you can use P or 0 to pause, and then numbers 1, 2 or 3 to choose the slowest, medium or fastest game speeds respectively. While there's a lot more shortcut keys, these are the ones that I feel like I use the most. But if I've missed one that you yourself love and use often, then definitely feel free to share it in the comments below. And now the final thing you should know about as you start playing is that 2 hidden worlds exist within the base game. One is called the Sylvan Glade, and it can be accessed by repeatedly interacting with the somewhat magical looking tree within the Foundry Cove area of Willow Creek. Once an opening appears, you'll want to go through it and then click through a text-based journey to arrive at the Sylvan Glade. The other hidden world is the Forgotten Grotto, which you can get to from Oasis Springs. You can reach its entrance from tunnel openings both behind the Desert Bloom Park and also behind the Landgrab's family house called Affluista mansion. Keep in mind that to access this, your sim will have to have level 10 of the handiness skill and go through another text-based journey. I'll pop the correct options for the text-based journeys in the description. And another fun bit of info is that there are 2 more hidden worlds that come with expansion packs. One being the alien homeworld of Sixan that comes with the Get to Work expansion pack, and the other being the Secret Woods, which has an opening tucked away within the Granite Falls Forest from the Outdoor Retreat game pack. And while we're technically at the end, I quickly want to also mention that if you're a new player, always try to buy expansion, game and stuff packs when they go on sale. EA pretty regularly does 50% sales, and with how expensive the game is, I feel it's 100% worth it to wait for these sales when you want to pick up a pack or 2. Also, while I personally don't have a creator code so you can't support me, consider supporting a different creator that you like when purchasing a pack, as using their code will give them 5% of the sale price. While it unfortunately doesn't provide you yourself with a discount, which would be nice, it is still a great way to show support for a creator that you like at no extra cost to yourself. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll pop some related guides in the description for if you're interested, and I hope you have an amazing day. See you later!